Hey, stop putting my phone on the camera. What are you doing?
What do you mean, what am I doing?
Why are you recording me, bro?
Don't like being recorded, you want to get rid of your phone then?
Yeah, that's okay.
Paranoid.
Anyway,
he's gonna get fucked up now. Good night, you fuck. He's gonna hide. Out of sight. Twin Peaks. But yeah.
Best thing to get back. Safe, bud. Huh? Yeah, alright, I'm messing to get back.
How you doing, brother? You alright, yeah?
You ain't got a tip of ciggy on you, have you? I'm gonna roll a big fat deal when you get back. Got a tip
Yeah,
of
sort me out a joint then.
You walk back to mine.
Toxie J, don't you listen. Idiot. You alright there, poo-poo pants? Smelly boy? Change his nappy. It stinks. Smelly thing. Weak bladder again. Dirty. Ugh. Seriously, pick your teeth up. You little rats. Remember, I'm always going to be here, yeah? Smile. I suggest you fuck off. Oh, so my cough is gone. It's a shame. Toxie J, push that mop around, you muppet. Oh no, yeah. They're done for. Clean that fucking house out. Bum 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 para para ba da 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 da. Patrice 6978 France. Yeah, so I met that cokehead. I don't know what his name is, but he's got a sister. He's supposed to be, well, he's going to be coming tomorrow, and he better bring everything. No cocaine, of course. He's not coming in the room, of course, going in the garden. I'm going to educate him, let him know that I'm in his fucking head. He touched my hand, wants to take the piss. The police didn't come. No, they're not coming. That Toxic J, fucking rat cunt down there with that cunt. Anyway.
Set up a new compound in Cambodia showing how intertwined
Italian again.
and
Obviously a
Cambodia
fake
are
Italian.
in
Fucking
these
rats.
illegal
How's get the play cakes. Deeen X ConduiT X. Agent Mushroom. That was an excellent film, but I prefer the original. Deeen X ConduiT X. 28th for the 12th, 1980. 127. Watch out for that plastic. That's why you got a weak bladder. I told you I'm going to be recording all the time, so you're going to hell, you crazy idiot. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Oh yeah. That prick better come with my fucking weed, little cunts, rats. Right on time. Night. You know they're going to hell.
Inshallah.
Through it, didn't I? That's a Virgin plane. You're fucked. Paul Stone getting fucking raped.
With regard to the conversation of the attacks, right, then they were not taking accountability for it. They basically say that's not Islam, right? They're hijacking our belief system and they're misinterpreting it, etc. And what I'll say very quickly about that is, isn't that a problem when you say that there is a sacred text that can be interpreted in various different ways? It's subjective, you can interpret it in various ways. The Quran certainly can. Isn't it a problem, therefore, that you're not going to apply any alterations of morality or alterations based on critical thinking and analysis? If there's one text and it's perfect from the beginning and it can't be challenged, well, then you're locked into it, right? And so it becomes this interpretation game. And this was the point
Deeen
that the individual,
X
the guy in
ConduiT
grey in
X.
this photo here, this is the point that he was quite combative, because I was talking about these attacks. He was saying, what about all of these other, what about the IRA, what about these other attacks, right? And about the Jews, this is what he said. And I basically said, look, I think I said, well, I don't really care. I'm just pointing out, I'm just pointing out, and I want to talk about specifically Islam because that's what you're putting forward here, yeah? So it's like he was making an excuse. And anyway, in any case, he was a bit combative and aggressive, and kind of came at me a bit, yeah. Anyway, I dismissed him and I said, chill out, mate. and then kind of carried on the conversation with Ali. And soon the conversation turned to women's rights. So this was a key part of our conversation. And what I'm going to try to do now is to kind of steelman, or at least objectively reflect kind of consolidated statement that is what they were basically arguing during this conversation. So they pretty much were saying this. Women have rights in Islam, but they are structured to align with women's nature and specific characteristics. The restrictions that exist are part of a wider system that intends to protect women, not harm them. So, in other words, what they're saying repeatedly in various different ways is that, you know, all of these things that we view as restrictions,
I've got to get a family,
not
really
having
do.
rights, lack of rights, okay, and wearing whatever, covering up all of this stuff, that's for women's good. So it's intended for them to, it's like basically, this is good for you. We know what's best. You need to do all of these things, and men need to be empowered. All right, I won't go on. But of course, I completely disagree with this. And then they raised the fact that, you know, in Islamic countries you have nurses and mothers, and they basically that women give birth to all of the political leaders, and so therefore they have power. So it was a bit odd, yeah. There was, to me, there was a little bit of a lack of ownership, but actually, what I found with Ali was that he was more.
Remember,
so
this is my world.
He was basically supporting it and acknowledged the situation. But during this conversation, we moved into women having political power, right? And then Ali said the following thing, and this is a direct quote. He said, he was actually quoting someone else, but this was a quote that he used. A nation that is led by women is doomed. That's what he said. And this kind of ties into a lot of the ideology, which is that, you know, women are different. They shouldn't be in leadership. They should have this specific role. They should have male guardians. It's not there. They don't have as much responsibility as men.
So just wait, like run away,
but that's
bitch.
Not just entirely women's fault. Because what's happened is that men have seen their
told ya, I'll lock you there.
Right, by 50%,
you fucking idiots. Those chemtrails or whatever they are, you know, like they're fucking idiots. You know, a woman who was dressed in they're gonna suffer, but clothing, yeah, which is very common in society, they're getting closer. Isn't it? And he said, well, look, in Islam we don't do that. And I think, you know, what I sort of the flavor I got from that immediately was it was.
Loved to lollop into the deepest flowers hunting for pollen, and to buzz away with it to his hive. When he passed the other bees, he would smile, a sticky smile, and hum happily. He was the best bee, and he knew it. Sometimes he would sit on the branches of the apple tree and listen to the magpies chattering. They'd go, and Fuzzball would say, as if he understood everything they were talking about. One day, he was fumbling about lazily, looking for brighter and deeper flowers to explore, and humming drowsily to himself. When he heard the sound of a huge bee singing.
Just so you know, I'm going to the heath, and you're gonna see, you know, how I put that fucking dirty Somalian fucking rat, Muslim, just like a, which she's just a breeder, yeah. So I basically put her in the fly, stunned the fly, killed the fly, put it on her shit fucking book from, you know, obviously he's not English, whoever fucking wrote it, he's a fucking idiot. Put it into the Calvin Klein Eternity, you know, when I burnt fucking Allah in the alleyway, just over there, just down there, in the toilet, with the fucking placates, on all these fucking mugs. I won't ever forget, ever. Ever. This car is for two-step Nick Shirley, for the good that he does. God bless. German.
Were indeed the remains of the missing USF student Zamil Limon. They also said that Nahida Bristi is...
Hello.
How are you?
I'm good, thank you. Can we go in the garden, please?
Yeah, of course.
Sorry, could you open the door?
It's cold outside though.
That's all right. It's summertime's coming. Thank you. It's not. It's fake grass, isn't it? Look.
Oh no.
You know, it's disgusting. I'm sorry.
Do you want to sit down or do you want to stand?
Yeah. Can I sit down?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
You all right for us to sit down?
Of course you can.
My PCQ.
Sorry. Yeah. Can I get your PO numbers, please?
My PCQ's 1794.
Yeah. Could you write them down for me with your own handwriting, please? Thank you.
Yeah, my phone right down. That's PC Lawson.
Lawton.
Sorry, I do apologise.
So what's been going on? Why did you give us a call?
Yeah, you're right. Yeah. What's wrong?
No.
You feeling uncomfortable now?
No.
All right. Do you want to wrap this up then? Because obviously, you know, you've got nothing else to say, have you?